Hello, I'm Miss Mandy from the BBCML Library here in Sylacauga, and I'm glad you joined me for Bluebell Storytime Online. Today, the first book I want to read is all about a wonderful elephant named Elmer and lots of colors. I want to thank Lothrop, Lee, and Shepherd Books and the author David McKee for allowing me to share this book with you. There was once a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall and short, fat and thin. All were different, but all were happy, and almost all were the same color. All except Elmer. Elmer was not elephant color. He was patchwork. Elmer was yellow and orange and red and pink and purple and blue and green and black and white. It was Elmer who kept the other elephants happy. Their games and jokes were always his idea. If an elephant was laughing, the cause was usually Elmer. But Elmer himself wasn't happy. Who ever heard of a patchwork elephant, he thought. No wonder they laugh at me. One morning, just as the others were waking up, Elmer slipped away. As he walked through the jungle, Elmer met other animals. "Good morning, Elmer," they said. After a long walk, Elmer found what he was looking for, a large bush covered with elephant-colored berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush and shook it until the berries fell to the ground. Then Elmer lay down and rolled over on the berries, this way and that. He picked up bunches of berries and rubbed himself all over until he was covered with berry juice. When he had finished, there wasn't a sign of any yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white. Elmer looked like any other elephant. On his way back through the jungle, Elmer passed the other animals. "Good morning, elephant," they said. When Elmer rejoined the herd, none of the elephants noticed him. As he stood there, Elmer felt that something was wrong. But what? He looked around. Same old jungle, same old blue sky, same old rain cloud, same old elephants. The other elephants were standing absolutely still, silent and serious. Elmer had never seen them so serious before. It made him want to laugh. Finally, he could bear it no longer. He lifted his trunk and at the top of his voice shouted, "Boo!" The other elephants jumped in surprise. Elmer was helpless with laughter. Then the others began to laugh. "Too bad Elmer isn't here to share the fun," they said, laughing harder and harder. And then the rain cloud burst. When the rain fell on Elmer, his patchwork started to show again. "Oh, Elmer," gasped an old elephant as Elmer was washed back to normal. "You've played some good jokes, but this has been the biggest laugh of all. What would we do without you?" "We must celebrate this day every year," said another, "the day of Elmer's best joke." "All of us elephants will decorate ourselves in his honor," said a third, "and Elmer will decorate himself elephant color." And one day each year, the elephants color themselves yellow or orange or red or pink or purple or blue or green or black or white and have a parade. If you happen to see an elephant in the Elmer's Day Parade who is ordinary elephant color, you will know it must be Elmer. Now I want us to sing a song about colors, all right? I want you to join me, so you'll catch on pretty quick, I think. Red, red, I got a bump on my head. Red, I got a bump on my head. Ouch! Orange, orange, I was eating an orange. Orange, I was eating an orange. Yum. Yellow, yellow, I was sitting in jello. Yellow, I was sitting in jello. Yay! Purple, purple, I was having a burple. Purple, I was having a burple. Excuse me? White, white, I'm afraid of the night. White, I'm afraid of the night. Boo! Brown, brown, I was wearing a frown. Brown, I was wearing a frown. Boo-hoo! Black, black, I've got a spider on my back. Black, I've got a spider on my back. Get it off! Great job! The next story I want to share with you is called Bridget's Beret. And I want to thank the author, Tom Lichtenheld, and the publisher, Henry Holt and Company, for allowing me to share the book with you. Bridget was drawn to drawing. She liked to draw as much as other kids liked ice cream. Her favorite place to draw was outdoors. When she was outdoors, drawing all the things around her, Bridget felt like she was right where she belonged. She created many masterpieces. Some went on permanent exhibit. Others were only available for limited viewing. Of course, Bridget had lots of art supplies, but her most important art supply wasn't something to draw or paint with. It was a hat. Not just any old hat, but a big black beret, the kind of hat that lots of great artists wear. Before Bridget made any kind of art, she'd put on her beret and adjust it until it looked just right. It had to have that certain je ne sais quoi. She had no idea what that meant, but she knew all great artists needed it to make art. One day, just as Bridget was putting an inspired dash of purple on a cluster of flowers, a big gust of wind came along and lifted her beret right off her head. It caught the breeze and went sailing through the air like a kite. Unfortunately, this kite didn't have a string. All it had was a little girl running after it, screaming, "My beret! My beret!" Before Bridget could even get over the fence, her beret was out of sight. She searched the neighborhood, asking everyone if they had seen her beret. She filed a missing beret report. She even offered a reward, but it was no use. Bridget had lost her beret, and with it, she was sure her ability to draw. She tried on all the other hats in the house to see if any of them would give her artistic inspiration. Mom's gardening hat, her stocking cap, her brother's cap, a cowboy hat, a fez, a propeller beanie, a coonskin cap, a pith helmet, and Dad's fishing hat. But she wasn't the least bit inspired by any of them. So Bridget gave up and did what any self-respecting artist would do. She cried and pouted and sulked and generally felt sorry for herself. Her friend Madeline invited her to draw, but Bridget said, "I can't draw. I have artist block." "I have blocks too," said Madeline, "but I can still draw." A few days later, her little sister Jessie asked her, "Bridget, would you please make a sign for our lemonade stand?" "I can't," said Bridget. "I don't have my beret." "But it's not a drawing. It's just a sign," said Jessie. "Please?" "Well, okay, I'll make your sign," Bridget replied grumpily, "but no drawing." Bridget got a big roll of paper, some paintbrushes, and began to make a sign. She couldn't help but notice that with a little bit of yellow paint, the O in the word lemonade could become a lemon. and it needed a little bump at the bottom and a leaf or two. And I'd better put a smiling face over here so everyone will know the girls at this lemonade stand are friendly. There were still some empty spaces on the sign. She filled those in with other shapes and colors that looked a lot like drawings. "That's an okay sign," said Bridget, "but you'll need another one down at the corner to attract customers. And another one for the other corner." Before she knew it, Bridget was painting signs as fast as the girls could put them up. Pretty soon, every tree, telephone pole, and signpost in the neighborhood held one of Bridget's masterpieces. All the neighbors thought it was a wonderful art opening. They gathered around the refreshment table to discuss the paintings and how great it was that Bridget was able to make art again. Where is Bridget anyway? They wondered. She was right back where she belonged. The end. Well, thank you so much for joining me at Bluebell Storytime today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.